Award-winning photography on a crop sensor? Oh man, the Micro Four Third boys will not like this.
Thinking about you, dreaming about you, I don't wanna be without you, yeah. Feel the talking, heaven walking, been about you, still about you.
What is the deal, beautiful people? My name is Ramon. Welcome to Lifestyle Defined Photo. Here's where we discuss our passion, photography all day, every day. This particular video is an AMA, and how this works, you leave your question in the comment section down below and we answer it in upcoming videos. Today's question from Space Monkey. That is his name. It's a dope name. It's a dope name. Is it possible to obtain an award-winning level photograph on a cropped sensor? So I've got so many questions because I've kind of been super busy lately. So I got so many questions that have just piled up that I'm slowly doing the research, putting my thoughts together, and then making the videos. But when I saw this, I was like, whoa, this is a super interesting question. And I know I had to hop on it right away. There's a few, first of all, it's a heavy question. There's a lot about this question that I think will bubble or will surface the perception that people have about photography. So what I want to challenge you on is, what do you mean by award winning? What award? For me, every time I go out and I hit the street or I do a portrait session, whatever it is, and I throw my creativity out there and I use my tool, which would be my camera, to help me bring that creativity to fruition, to something that you know, a visual representation of what I was thinking. Every time I do that, and then I come home and I put all these hours into editing the photo, outside of the hours of research I put into learning how to use Photoshop and learning how to use Lightroom, every time I come home and I put that all together, and then I put it on Instagram and someone says, wow, that to me is an award. God damn it, maybe a reward, but give this man an award. I want an award. And I want to challenge this idea of awards. Awards for what? You know, the street photography award, just portrait award. There's the best street magazine that you can go in the airport and buy awards. Like, I don't care. None of that shit matters. To me, quite honestly, the only real award for photography that I ever cared to pay attention to is Nat Geo. Nat Geo, I don't know what it is about these dudes, and they do an amazing job at curating the best of the best. And it's always different, you know, different genres of photography. So that's super dope. But this whole thing about awards, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I feel like there's award level photography everywhere. But who's judging? Who's the taste makers here? But whatever. I get the question because when you think award, you think a higher level of execution. Now, this is the nerdy part of this question. Can a crop sensor perform at a higher level of execution versus what? An APS-C? You know, you'll never see a professional APS-C camera, not from Canon, not from Nikon, maybe from Fuji, right? My new baby, the X-T2, X Pro 2. Maybe one of the other manufacturers, certainly not Sony. Sony, Canon, Nikon, they're considered a professional level cameras to be full frame. So why would you ask me about a crop sensor, Micro Four Thirds? It's smaller than APS-C, so certainly it can't produce the results of an APS-C. Yes, it can. Okay, let's go up to APS-C. Award-winning professional photography from an APS-C sensor compared to what? A full frame sensor? Certainly not, right? but there are certainly award-winning photographers that use Fuji, APS-C, so that's now mute. Now where do we go? Well, let's go to full frame. Full frame compared to what? A medium format? Can a full frame camera produce award-winning photography versus a medium format? So what I'm getting at here is the whole idea of a crop sensor doesn't matter. The concept of a crop sensor is just a concept. It's just a word. They're all cropped compared to a medium format camera, and I don't see anyone running around singing praises about medium format or being snobs. Oh, you don't use a medium format camera. You're not worthy of an award. I've seen award-winning photography on the front of magazine covers shot with an iPhone, and that's the other side of the spectrum. A whole other conversation. So I feel like first, forget the award, but I get why you're asking, because it's a higher level of photography, and the answer is yes. You can reach the highest level of photography with any camera. And my third point to this question is the camera is just a tool. You know, it's not about the camera. It's about your vision. It's about your execution of it. It's about your composition. You know, you take these award images that you're chasing, that you aspire to be, and look at them. What was the first thing you felt? It has to be the emotion of the picture. It has to be the feelings behind it. It has to be the memories that invoked in you. It's not the camera. You don't go and look at the Mona Lisa. What kind of paintbrush you think he was using? Right? You don't look at Cartier-Bresson's work and go, was that a crop sensor or not? Like, no, you look at what's before you in the image, and when you sort of remove yourself from the nerdy stuff and worrying about crop sensor, focal length, aperture, and dynamic range, and all these crazy buzzwords that everyone in the photography game just loves to compare, it doesn't matter. You know, you can go, and I challenge you. This is the answer to your question. Go on Flickr and pull up something like a Rebel T2i and look at the image you see. And look at the times they were posted. There are people today, I know because I still do it, there are people today who are using a 15-year-old Canon, the first SLRs, or even 5-7-year-old Canon with a what we call the Nifty 50. And they are killing it. They are killing it. The images that they produce are just breathtaking. It's got nothing to do with if their sensor was cropped or not. That's just my take on it. Hopefully I didn't take it too far to the left or too far to the right, but I really want the LD Familia, I really want the community to hop in the comment section below and tell me your take on this. I'm really curious to see where you guys stand with this. Thank you so much for your question. I hope you liked the video. Like it if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. We got plenty more coming. My name is Ramon, and I'm out of here. Peace.
But wait, before we get out of here and that outro rolls, I want to introduce to you the Lifestyles Defined merch store. And you can access that on the website off to the right. There's a link that'll take you right into there. So how this came about is we get a lot of messages from you guys. You want to support, you want to know how to support. And it never really felt right to just straight up take your money, as crazy as that sounds. So what we did here was we went and got a bunch of designs and we put them on shirts, hoodies, and everything else. And now we feel better because when you support us, you get something tangible. You get a piece of the community. And I think this is the way it should be. So I'm very excited about that. And I would love for you guys to head over to the website, check it out, leave a comment below, let us know how you dig into designs. And of course, thank you. Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just love